We're BISON! We are IMPACT! We're BISON! We're ready to get up! We want to win! Light the fire of power and make us free! We never break down! We want to win! We are IMPACT, the best team!
Hello and welcome back to TNI Impacted, coming to you live via the Total Non-Stop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favorite shows. We are there. I am your host, Bison, and today I'm joined by the one and only Simply Steve, and of course, the Joker. Hello, guys. How we doing?
Yeah, we're good over here.
And,
Hello.
It looks like you survived without me for a couple of weeks.
Oh, just about hang on there.
Just about.
Yeah, we're still hanging in. Let's say, yeah, obviously good to have a Bison back as ever.
That's good. That's good. So I missed you guys. I know I popped in on the first show because when I was out and about in Philadelphia, but. Yeah, unfortunately, I was just so tired after getting home. Literally, like, I suppose I arrived home about 10 a.m. ish, 10:30 a.m. ish on the Wednesday, and I was just so knackered. Later, I was just like, I can't, because I wouldn't be able to focus. You know what I mean? I'd probably sit there and go, I would like fall asleep on the show. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So I thought, it's no good. I wouldn't be able to concentrate properly. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be no good. Can I just welcome a few people in? So we've got Mears in the chat, which is good. The Gibster's in the chat. I don't recognise the Gibster.
Hello.
Is that a new person?
Yeah, no, he's joined us the last few weeks. So yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the family, Mr. Gibster. Great to have you on the show. I don't know whether you've come across the Bison before, but I'm the Total Non-Stop Impact UK Impacted host. Make sure you go and check out all of our other stuff as well. There's so much cool stuff on there. We got so much cool stuff on the YouTube channel now. If you haven't checked it out, we've got so many cool interviews. We've got so many. Obviously, we've got the review show. We do reviews of the pay-per-views, previews. We do all sorts of stuff, so it's all good. Bonus Baby's in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you very much. He's on his new Fold 5. Do you know what? I quite like the Folds. I've got the... is mine 5 or 4? I don't know. I think mine's a 5 as well. But yeah, no, it's a cool piece of kit. I'm not going to lie, I quite like them. My wife prefers the flip one, which is like the opposite. It's the other way, isn't it? The flip one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're good pieces of kit. I like them. I like them a lot. The cameras are great as well. Really good stuff. And hey, Zach, nice to see you, buddy. And Terrence is in the house as well. So we've got loads of good people in the house today, which is fab. So, boys, let's get straight into it. Let's get into some stuff because there's some loads of stuff to talk about this week. So we've got the news and rumours of the week. I just want to talk quickly about Callahan Uncensored. It was I think it was almost like a close into the season. So I think it was like a look back at Wrestling Revolver, which I think was really good. I think that's the last thing that he's doing. Good to see J-Bone in the chat, and Barry Monkey's with us as well. And wow, Gibster has watched it over a year, but have only watching live the last few weeks, so I know who you are, Bison. Okay, that's cool. So I'm glad you've been watching us.
You've had a secret admirer all this whole time.
Oh, there you go. It's good to have people able to join us live, because I've always said this before.
Yeah.
Like, this show works as well as it does because of a lot of the people that gets involved in the chat. And I think it's great. You know, you guys' opinions is just as important as ours, and we like to hear it. So, you know, don't hold back, Gibster. If you're joining us, throw your stuff in, mate. We're interested in hearing what you got to say. And it looks like Greg's here as well. The bastard Chan of the live streams. he's there on the Twitch. Join us on Twitch, and Simon's in the house as well. Simon Plum's joining us as well, which is great. And of course, yes, the England ladies are going to be versus Spain in the in the football World Cup. For your Americans, the soccer ladies are in there, baby, and they're in the final. I think they're good. It's coming home, boys. It's coming home. It's coming home. Only the ladies can bring it home. None of the men. The men suck.
Yeah.
But the ladies. But the ladies are bringing that ball home, baby.
Yeah.
They're bringing it home.
Yeah, I'm working sadly, so I won't be able to watch it. But I've watched most of the ones in the week. But yeah.
It was a pretty good match.
I mean, it's a really good match today. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But by all accounts, certainly the first half was really good. So it's exciting stuff. I mean, if it's coming home, I don't care who brings it home as long as it's coming home. That's all that matters. Anyway, we're talking about Callahan Uncensored. Let's get back to the wrestling stuff, shall we? So Callahan Uncensored, it was a special look, by the looks of it, sort of kind of different things through the years, and then we had a bit of a wrestling revolver thing. It felt like it was sort of kind of conclusion of this season of Callahan Uncensored. Am I right in there, do you think?
Yeah.
I thought it was. But also, Wrestling Revolver's got like a couple of huge events coming up too, so Sammy's going to be focused on that more than anything else.
I think so.
It did for like an end of season, and he also just wanted to put over Wrestling Revolver as well because Impact Wrestling's been really supportive of him, so it's like him paying them back a bit.
I think so. I think it's been really good. I think it's worked really well for both of them, hasn't it? Because you know. We got
the full Jake Christ and Matt Cardona match. That was incredible. That match.
That was a good match. That was a really good match. Anything involving Jake Christ is a good match. We all know that. Hello to Anna. Yeah. She's just joined us. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. Terence is asking us about the Coventry show on the Sunday. Well, we did think about it. I did think about it, but I think I'm going to be away from my family, obviously, Thursday, Friday. No, Saturday and Sunday. No, that's not right. Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna be away from my family. And to be honest, I want to get back to my family on the Sunday. So yeah. So I think that's what we're probably going to do. We're probably going to stay over on the Saturday and then drive home in the morning. I think that's probably what we're going to do. But it should be good. I'm looking forward to both the shows. I think they're going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. I wish I could stay for the Sunday, but I just don't. It's just not right for me to be away from my family all that, for 3 shows in a row. So I felt I needed to come home on the Sunday morning. So I'm good with that. Barry Monkey, hang on, what's going on there? Sloper at Barry 99. It did viewership wise in the US. What are we talking about here? I was talking to the American on Twitter today, who seemed surprised the World Cup hadn't finished when USA got knocked out. Yeah, there you go. I guess he's trying to suggest. Is he trying to suggest that the Americans aren't interested in anybody else, right? Then that's it, done. I guess so.
That's something the Italians would do. When the Italians were losing the World Cup a couple of decades ago, as soon as Italy was losing this match, they just switched it off and left it and didn't broadcast anything else because they. At least the Americans show it all the way through. I think even Australia are going to be begrudgingly showing the final. They did really. They got nothing to be ashamed of. They were fantastic to get this far, seeing as they came up from literally out of nowhere and beat all the big European teams and everything over the last year.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Just a quick answer to Gibson. Gibster there. Yes, I am front row on the Friday night in Newcastle, and I'm front row on the Saturday night in Coventry. And Steve's going to be joining me front row, I believe.
Yes, in Coventry on the Saturday. Again,
Yeah.
thought about the Sunday, but it just sadly comes down to money again. It's just affording it. It's quite pricey over here.
And of course, Joe is going to try and join us, I think, in Newcastle, but I'm not sure whether he's going to get there or not. But if he does, great.
I can't guarantee it.
But he's going to try.
Yeah.
So Simon's managed to get front row on Sunday as well as Saturday. Good job.
Awesome.
Nice job.
Nice.
Awesome. Who else is going to be Ultimate Insiders tier for Impact Wrestling superfans? First row Bison, that's right. I'm definitely first rowing it up. To be honest with you, though, the difficult thing was I was going to go titanium, right? But $350 a night. Whoo!
Yeah.
It was
$350 and 150 something else. There's like extra charges on top of that as well.
There was extra charges on top.
Yeah, and especially when they haven't even announced who's going to be there.
And everything on top of it all. This is ridiculous.
What's this, Slowpokes? So Greg's fans were getting tickets to that other company's big show, $400, and that was for crap seats.
Wow.
Jeez, my knees, my cheese. Nah, screw that. I wouldn't pay 50 quid for front row for the other company, but there you go. So it's going to be great. The UK tour is going to be great. We'll talk about that in a second. But Callahan Center, we were talking about that. We'll get back to it. So it looked like it was I think it was a sort of kind of a close down. I don't think we'll see any more of them for a little while. Like I say, Sammy's got a lot going on with Revolver over the next few months, so I'm sure he's going to be a bit tied up with that, as well as everything that's going on with Impact Wrestling as well. We've also had the Walking Weapons retro review, of course, with George Iceman involved in this as well. They take a good look, and this week they took a look at AJ Styles versus Abyss in 6 Sides of Steel from Lockdown 2005. Now, if you've not seen that match ever, which I think most of the people on here probably have, but if you've never seen that match, this is really cool to watch, because it's like watching Josh Alexander fanboying over AJ and Abyss, which it's fun and it's cool. So I'm down with it. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Even if you have seen that match before, it's still worth checking out. But it's definitely a good one this week. We've then had news that somebody's saying I'm a bit echoey. Is that right?
You don't sound too bad.
That's not too bad.
Right here. Hang on. Is that better or not?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. So yeah, bonus baby saying I'm echoing a bit, or am I just repeating myself? I don't know, one or the other.
No,
yeah. So we've had reports that Steve Macklin very soon. He's been 100% cleared, and that was according to Deanna Purrazzo when she was talking to, was it Fightful? Might have been, can't remember, but she was talking to somebody.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, and she stated that Steve Macklin is ready to go, 100% cleared. I did notice earlier today that he was advertising about taking bookings on the indies as well, so that's good news. It's good to see Steve will be back fairly soon. Hopefully the next set of tapings would be good. Thumbs up, thumbs down. So I think that would be great. We found out as well in the last week or so that Devon Dudley is set to reunite with Bully Ray at Impact 1000. Or it is Impact 1000. It's not like Impact. Yeah. It's not Impact 1000 episode. We know that, but it's Impact 1000.
It's Impact 1000 is the show name.
It's like the title, right? Okay. And they're going to be joined by the beautiful people, Velvet Sky, Gina Love, and Awesome Kong has been announced for that. Who else do you think we're going to get now? Are we going to see ODB? I think we probably are.
We need ODB there.
Well, she's been announced. She's been announced for the fan celebration. We'll talk about that in a second. But I think ODB is going to be there. I think we might.
Most wanted.
I
Raven,
think we could see
guys,
Steve
I'd like
Harris.
to see that.
We could see Steve Harris. We could see America's Most Wanted. So we could see Steve Harris and of course James Storm. Chris Harris and James Storm. That would be fantastic. We've got to get Suicide, haven't we? Suicide's got to be there. You couldn't celebrate 1,000 episodes of Impact Wrestling without Suicide. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Again, Gibster's mentioned Sanjay Dutt would be, or Sunday Dutt, as he's saying there. But Sanjay Dutt would be fantastic.
Terrence Terrell would be someone else.
Again,
how do I agree with Gail Kim? Gotta have Terrence Terrell there. So
Terrence Terrell would be good.
Yeah,
it's one of these you got. A lot of these names, it's one of those where you got to think it just depends, obviously, who's in AEW, who's in WWE, and what their situation is. I mean, the independent wrestlers are going to be a lot easier to get hold of.
Or the ones that aren't doing anything, basically. I mean, you're never going to get AJ there. You're never going to get Abyss there now. They're all working, with WWE.
Yeah, but hopefully they'll at least let them put a video message out, at least.
Well, They may do. I mean, we've got a better. I think there's a better relationship there now.
I think we were all stunned we got that video from AJ. I don't think anyone thought that would ever happen.
There you go. Barry Monkey said, "What about Christopher Daniels?" There is a possibility there. I mean, he's only he's. I mean, I know he does work, in ring with AEW, but he's primarily a producer there now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a talent relations, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but as I was saying, talking about episode 1000 of Impact, they also released that during the day at the Westchester County Centre there will be a fan celebration. So anyone going to that show, you need to get there early to get involved in this. You're going to have fan celebration. Obviously, you're going to get Team 3D, Beautiful People, ODB, Awesome Kong, D'Lo Brown, Tommy Dreamer, as well as all the current stars like Alex Shelley, Deanna Prazo, Josh Alexander, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards.
Elijah Black has showed interest in coming. He might be another one coming. The Pope. He showed interest in it. He tweeted about it.
That would be cool.
I'd love to see the Pope back.
But we've got
really that shot of caffeine, Daddy.
Yeah, we've got all those people among others that will definitely be in attendance, and they're going to be available for autographs. There's going to be Q&As. There's going to be photo ops. Apparently, there's even going to be exclusive Impact Wrestling merchandise that will be available as well. So, man, that's going to be cool.
That's a good call, obviously, that Barry Monkey's saying. Swinger's been mentioning Simon Diamond quite a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So could we get a Swinger and Diamond reunion?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be fantastic. Yeah, that really would. And look at that. See, Front Row Bill is the biggest name who'll be a part of Impact 1000.
Yeah, get Bill in the ring.
Yeah. Look at that one. Bonus, but Christopher Daniels is the head of talent relations at AEW, but he apparently can't show up for work. You might as well do Impact 1000. I'm not sure what the real story is on there, guys, but there you go. So it's all good. I think this fan celebration is going to be fantastic. Like you say, whoever's getting to watch this show, getting to this fan celebration stuff. Man, you've got a hell of a day, hell of a weekend. Very jealous, indeed.
That's a question. There you go. If you could have anyone from TNA's past show up, who would it be?
Oof, well, it'd have to be. I mean, AJ Styles, I think, or Kurt Angle, maybe. I mean, there's a possibility that Kurt Angle could be there. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Monty Brown.
Monty Brown.
Monty
That
Brown,
would be amazing. I'd love to see Monty Brown turn up on the episode.
Dixie Carter, like Slowpoke said, Dixie was someone else I'd love to see back as well.
Yeah.
Maybe she can put Bully through a table.
Yeah. I'd still love to see Amazing Red back.
Look at Greg.
Yeah.
Look at Greg. He wants official Impact merch for Front Row Bill. I think that would be amazing. Do you think people would probably buy that? Do you know what I mean? I think they would. You imagine if Impact released an official Front Row Bill T-shirt, or Titanium Bill, as a lot of people like to call him. I think that'd be awesome. Titanium Bill. That'd be awesome. And of course, he's talking about is Bill doing the tour? Unfortunately, I believe he's not.
No.
He's not able to do it. He's not able to make it work. I think there's a lot of stuff which are all very close together, and I think he's just not able to put it together and make it work. You know, it's a real shame. Look at that. Bill would buy so much of his own merch. Yeah, you're probably right. Get him a hat, T-shirt. Yeah, he'd have a lot. Mr. Impact Wrestling he needs. But that would be cool, definitely. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on here with regards to Impact 1000. Like I say, with the fan celebration as well as the show. Like, there's so much cool stuff going on. It's also been confirmed. Now, talking about the man himself, Johnny Swinger, it's also been confirmed that Swinger will face Kenny King for the Digital Media Championship at Emergence. Now, I'll tell you, if that was not a reason to buy Emergence as a pay-per-view, then
What's
I don't
the
know
internet,
what
Daddy?
I don't know what is. Honestly,
You guys swing?
that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Greg's talking about Dixie Carter there. Needs to show up with $1 million check and try and threaten to buy the company again. That would be funny. Do you think the Ace and Ace might come back for Impact 1000? I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, isn't there? You know, when you think about some of the people involved, you've got D'Lo Brown still around. We've got Bully, Devon. You know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, but where's Briscoe? He's probably available somewhere, as well as Eric Bischoff's son. What's his name? Garrett Bischoff.
Garrett
You
Bischoff.
know, I bet he's around. I'm sure there's plenty of, former Aces and Eights performers that would be available to do something. Be interesting. We've also had, talking about the UK tour, we were talking about the Sunday just now. Sunday the 29th of October has been added to the UK Invasion Tour. It's going to be in Coventry at the HMV Empire. The tickets are now available. So if you're interested in going and seeing Impact Wrestling, you couldn't make the other 3 shows, then we've got another show on Sunday. If you can make that one, get along. If you're already going to see the other shows, go and watch this one as well. Why not? It could be pretty awesome. I would have gone if I could, but like I said, I just felt it wasn't the right move for me and my family. But, I'd love to have been there. But I think 2 shows is enough. 2 shows is enough. But there you go. So we got that going on. Also, talking about that, the ticket sales for all 3 previous dates have been selling very, very well. It looked like all the sort of many, many sections already selling out within the first week or so of release. That's pretty impressive. I think that's pretty impressive. I mean, the Scotland gig in Glasgow, all the Titaniums were sold out before they even released the tickets. Because I believe that they do some sort of kind of priority thing going on up there for people that are members or something of some club. I don't know, something like that. And it looked like all the Titaniums are already sold out. I just couldn't believe it. And that show is getting close to being sold out as well, which is brilliant. So I think it's fantastic to see. I think the one that seems to be selling the slowest is the Newcastle one. Because now I don't know if that's because it's got, I don't know what sort of attendance that one is. I'm not sure, what capacity the Newcastle show is. It might be that it can hold a bit more. So it's taking a little bit longer. But either way, they're selling well. I think they held off on the Sunday show just to see how ticket sales were going to go, and then literally were like, "Man, we need to release another date here." So
they didn't expect Scotland and Newcastle to sell so well. I don't think they were so. It's like, fuck me, we need to get another one and let's make it all worthwhile. I don't know if they're being televised. I know they are going to be on Fight, but I'm pretty sure it might be something similar to how the Australian tour had gone. So they'll be on Fight for the 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure. They should be giving us some more details as we get closer to the tour. But when on the website it said it will be on Fight.
It does say that, does it?
Yeah, I haven't seen or it did when it was first announced and the tickets first went up, and it's all changed a bit more since I last looked.
I have a funny feeling that one of them is going to be televised for like a Impact episode of Impact Wrestling. I have a feeling one of the nights
that'll probably be Glasgow.
Do you think? Well, because that's the biggest venue. Yeah,
maybe.
Joe Hendry's home country. Grado's going to be there, and it'll be that one on Newcastle, because I think Newcastle might be a slightly larger venue, but it makes more sense for them to do Glasgow rather than over anywhere else.
I agree, Slowpoke. Yeah. I better be careful what I say though, actually, because I'm going there.
Yeah.
You never know, I might be lynched. I'll get the front round and be there's that Bison dude. He said Newcastle was garbage. Yeah, you never know. You never know. But it'd be good to see. It would be good to see one of them televised. You know, even if the rest are on Fight, one of them being televised, I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Now, Multiverse United 2.
This is shaping up to be amazing.
We've got a bit of a card. We've got a little bit of a card to talk about. Let's just talk about. They've already released the countdown matches as well, which is interesting. Yeah. So we've got on the countdown show. We've got 2 matches. We've got Hendry, Yuya Uemura, and Heath versus Master Watto, who is amazing. Rocky Romero, and I don't know this one. Ryosuke Taguchi. I think that's how you say it, Taguchi. He's obviously amazing, otherwise they wouldn't put him in the match. But I've not seen that one before. But I know Master Watto I've seen a few times. Obviously, we've seen Rocky Romero. He's a badass veteran, shall we say?
He's incredible, Rocky Romero. Absolutely incredible.
So I think that's a hell of a match to kick things off. And then we've got the Digital Media Championship title match on the countdown, which is going to be Kenny King versus Yoshinobu. Is that Kanemaru? I apologize if my pronunciation of these Japanese wrestlers is really, really bad. I apologize now. And so I'm sorry.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
If I upset anybody, I love that one. I love that soundbite. You've taken it too far. I love it. A real good one. King, King. Definitely. And Odarg. That's right. Steve's favorite wrestler. Yeah, that's true. You love a bit of Grado, don't you, Steve?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves him. Loves Grado. Okay, so then the pay-per-view card itself, we've got Bullet Club versus The World, which I thought was weird. But anyway, Dave Finlay, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Alex Coughlin, Kenta, and then Clark Connors representing the Bullet Club. We've then got, so that would be versus PCO, Josh Alexander, Tangaloa Tamatonga, yeah, ELP, and the DCK. Now, you know, ELP, seen him a few times. I've never seen DCK. Obviously, we've seen the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangaloa and Tamatonga. Or is it Tama or Tomatonga? Oh, I don't know.
Tamatonga.
It is Tamatonga. And of course, them guys teaming with PCO and Josh Alexander. Well, that's a hell of a team itself.
Match of the year. Match of the year candidate right there.
Yeah.
My jaw dropped when I saw all the names on this card.
Yeah.
It's
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable.
I prefer. I'm just deliberately not looking at the match graphic because it's just so weird seeing the Guerrillas of Destiny and ELP on the other side to Bullet Club. It just feels so strange.
Yeah, that is weird, actually. I must admit, but I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Hell of a match. It's going to be so fast and furious and crazy and hard hitting. We're going to get loads of personal stuff going on, I think, as well. With, like, say, with the Guerrillas of Destiny and ELP, especially. I think that's going to be interesting. Oh, Critical Sting has turned up this week. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you.
Hello.
And he's talking about my pronunciation. Okay, so let's have a look. So it's Ryusuke Taguchi.
Ryusuke Taguchi.
Ryusuke Taguchi.
So it's sort of a mouthful for me to put into one word.
You need to break all of these down for me. The ones I get wrong, Sting, you need to break them down for me, and I'll see if I can pronounce them properly.
There's not enough time in the show.
I don't think there is. We'll give it a go. We've then got the junior heavyweight and X division scramble. So there, it's like New Japan's junior heavyweight is pretty much an X division, isn't it? They're pretty much single thing, right? So we've got Kazarian versus Kevin Knight versus Chris Sabin versus El Desperado versus Rich Swann versus, now I'm going to say MAO, or is it Mayo? I don't know. MAO. Versus Mao. Okay.
Yeah.
Because every time I read it as Mayo, it reminded me of what Officer and a Gentleman. Right?
Yeah.
Or just mayonnaise.
Yeah, where he calls him Mayo and mayonnaise. Yeah, it reminds me of that every time. Versus Bushi. So we've got, that is an incredible
match.
Incredible. Oh, mate, do you imagine that as an Ultimate X match?
Yeah, that crossed my mind reading all that when I first thought, could they slip another Ultimate X in another Multiverse United? That
Unbelievable. So hang on, Barry Monkey's helping me out. Look, Kev in. Cheers, Barry. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Really do. There we go. Yeah, you're right, Craig. I need to do commentary for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, God, jeez, can you imagine it?
Look at this dumbass.
It would. That's what it'd be. That's exactly what it would be. But there you go. And talking about Sammy Callahan, he's got a match. He's got a one-on-one. So now here we go. Is it Dookie versus Sammy Callahan? Is that right? Have I got that one right? Dookie.
Oh God,
TNI-UK. Dookie.
Tom Hannafin mentioned this match on Bloody Impact last week, and I watched the whole episode this morning, and I bloody can't remember how he pronounced it because I said it was Dookie or Doki last week, and it didn't sound right then.
Somebody says, or a few people have said, basically it's pronounced the same as Loki, but with a D. So it's Doki.
Yeah. I kind of read it as Doki, but who? Yeah, don't want to sound. What?
Nobody's the guy's name.
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah, Critical Sting is saying do. Is that Doki or Dokai?
It's key, isn't it? KI is key, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
like Loki and things like that.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it's like Loki, but Doki. Yeah, named after a poop, apparently. But anyway, so that's a good one. We've also got Tmdk versus Impact as a match. So we've got Zack Sabre Jr., Shane Haste versus Moose and Eddie Edwards. Well, this is an interesting one, actually, because do you remember like a little while back when they were almost, I think it was just before Sammy got injured, they were heading, it looked like they were heading towards Sammy and Eddie Edwards tag team.
Yeah.
Remember? Like same with Moose, really. I'd never really expect Eddie Edwards and Moose to tag. It just doesn't sit well with me, that one. But you know, why not? They're both big Impact guys. So yeah, it makes sense in that in that in that frame of
They're
mind.
both faces of the company. Big
Do you know
faces
what?
of the company.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
they've
like
got-
about this show? Do you know what I like about this show more than anything else, and how they get away with it? Obviously, with this whole multiverse, we're obviously in a completely different universe right now. Because you can be in the middle of a feud with somebody and end up in a match as their partner at Multiverse United. It's sort of kind of like the way I feel about this match, right? I mean, do you think the same?
Well, yes. I mean, Simon's saying Moose and Myers would have made more sense, but I think it is just one of those where it's meant to be. We'll just like throw people together who you wouldn't think would have a match together, just so that you can enjoy them having a match together. And I mean, there is a bit of history with Moose and Eddie, isn't there? So
they have. I think they've had together before, but quite a while ago. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense at all. It does.
No.
But it just seems weird in the current climate.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what this kind of show is about. It's kind of a complete distance from Impact storyline, just to kind of say, right, enjoy some matches that you might not see for another 5 years or whatever.
Oh, man. Totally. I agree. And look, Slowpoke is saying it again, like Wrestling Multiverse are almost as convoluted as the MCU. You could be right. What's Mir saying now? Bison, don't be upset. You can't pronounce Japanese wrestlers. You have trouble pronouncing Gia. And she's American. Yeah, that's true. But then Americans have problems pronouncing the word tomato. Oh, yeah. They say tomato. No, so I'm not upset. So I'm not upset at all. We then have, now this is another one which shocked me a little bit when it was first announced, because this one's been announced pretty much from the start. But you got Leo Rush, Trey Miguel versus Takahashi and Mike Bailey. Now, Trey Miguel, Leo Rush, where's that come from? See, do you know what I mean? That's kind of a weird. To me, I was like, what? Surely Trey Miguel should be tagging with his Rascal partner. But again,
but wasn't this made before Zach even came into the company?
Yeah, but they knew he was coming.
Oh yeah, but again, I don't think these are made for any kind of story purposes. They're deliberately made for kind of you tag with you just for the sake of one night kind of thing. It's like that, like we used to get with the one night only specials, just for the sake of some matches.
Mike Bailey faced off against Tanahashi last time as well. So he's two faces teaming together versus two heels.
Yeah. I do agree.
Leo Rush was a heel in New Japan as well. Well, when he was signed to New Japan, Leo Rush was heel there.
Yeah. It would be nice to have some story come out of it, but I don't think that's how Impact sadly are treating it.
No, these are basically full-on standalones, aren't they? They are full-on standalones. Unless we're expecting anything to come out with regards to maybe Sonado, who's going to be at Emergence. Maybe.
Yeah. Although, when it reported he picked up an injury recently?
I don't know. No, I haven't seen that. But you're right. I think Simon Plum is right. Storyline-wise, most New Japan Pro Wrestling fans probably don't watch Impact, so it's true. Existing teams and shit like that doesn't really matter. Yeah. I think you'll be surprised at how many New Japan Pro Wrestling fans do watch Impact Wrestling. I think there's a lot more people out there that watch Impact Wrestling that like to admit that they watch Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. But then do all Impact Wrestling fans watch New Japan? It's that, or I mean, the fact we don't know how to sort of say many of the New Japan names. It's kind of obvious that we don't watch it.
No, I mean, I've seen some of these guys. I have watched New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I don't watch it religiously.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to sort of I think you need to be religiously watching something to pick up pronunciations of names. You know what I mean? Of words and stuff to understand it. But who knows? Who knows? And you're like Lincoln Park once said, in the end, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
It really doesn't. And thank you for mentioning that, Greg, because Linkin Park are one of my all-time favorite bands, but there you go. Why are you asking me to say Lieutenant, though? I don't understand. Is that Lieutenant Mayo, is it? Mayonnaise. But we've also got Impact World Title match announced. We've got Alex Shelley, obviously champion, versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. I bet I said that one right. Because he's cool and I like Tanahashi a lot. So I think this is going to be a great matchup. I mean, obviously, Alex Shelley's not going to lose his title to a New Japan Pro Wrestler. You know, I think we all know that. So, but I think this is going to be a really good match, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Sometimes I didn't actually watch Multiverse United 1. I really didn't. Right. But I think I might watch this
Blasphemy.
one. I think I might watch this one.
I think I did. It was so good.
I don't know why I didn't watch it. I think I might have watched highlights, but I didn't actually watch the full show. What? Who the hell adds an F into the word lieutenant? No, mate. Nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having that shit. Nobody adds an F into lieutenant. Not that I know.
No?
Yeah.
Lieutenant,
and I did mock.
Lieutenant? No, can't.
Oh, left.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, but that's not even it. Lieutenant is not what you would say. It's a lieutenant. Because that's what it is. It's lieutenant. Lieutenant, that's a completely different word.
Yeah, that's a different word completely.
That's a completely different word. But anyway, let's carry on. And yes, I did mock tomatoes over tomatoes. Just remember who invented the English language. That's all I have to say.
The Greeks.
Yeah. They didn't at all. They didn't invent English. They did not at all. Right. Couple more matches to be added. That's what I put a note here saying a couple more matches to be added because there's only actually 5. At the moment, there's only actually 5 matches for the main pay-per-view. There's going to be at least.
Diana Prazo and Sure have got a match to come.
There's definitely got. There's no female matches at the moment for a start. There's going to be at least one.
Yeah.
And I think I'm still holding hope that Will Ospreay is going to be there.
Yeah.
He was due to be at an event previously, wasn't he? But he got injured.
Yeah, he was. He was supposed to face Mike Bailey, but he got injured.
So I just have a feeling that we could see Will Ospreay turn up in some form or another. It would be really cool. Okay, I don't know, mate. I've never heard a lieutenant be called lieutenant.
It's probably just one of those things where people are now getting the words wrong and saying them in normal everyday language, everyday speak now.
I guess so.
I
agree with Barry on this one. He's saying that the card was really good, but the production was poor.
Yes.
That's what I remember about the show. It was, there wasn't a lot of money spent on the production. I think maybe this one they'll do it better. Yeah.
We've seen over the year of the recent events that slowly the production is improving. So, it can only get better.
Yes, definitely. And New Japan still have a separate company. You're right, they do. That's that Stardom, isn't it? Is that right? Stardom is the women's division of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right. Multiverse 1 was using WrestleCon
yes.
production. That's why. But we are doing this one ourselves. So this one should be better. Now, also, Emergence also looks to be shaping up quite nicely as well. And it looks like we're going to get Trinity versus Diana Purrazzo for the Knockouts title rematch set as the headline. We got, which is fantastic. We've got Swinger versus, obviously, Kenny, K-I-N-G, King, for the DMZ title, along with 2 huge multi-man matches set. And of course, an appearance from IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Sonata as well. I think it's going to be a stacked night of wrestling. I mean, when you think about, you're going to have the Knockouts tag titles being defended, and you've got 4 teams now, I believe. Is it 4? Yeah, you've got, or is it 3? You got the Death Dolls.
4 teams.
It is 4. So we've got the Death Dolls in that match.
Yeah.
We've got obviously MK Ultra. Obviously, sorry, I've got to call them that. MK Ultra. We've got Giselle, or the Shorter Raj are going to be in it. Is that right? Am I getting this right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to get the Coven.
Yeah.
So we've got the 4 main tag teams that are currently in the Knockouts division that are going to be in this match. I can't wait.
Power Hole.
I
got everyone involved.
I'm really excited about that match. I'm excited way more for that match than I am for the one involving Bully Ray, Leo Rush. Is it the Good Hands? I can't remember who's involved in that one now. Moose and Myers. Sorry, Moose and Myers.
Yeah.
Myers, Bully Ray, and Leo Rush versus
Josh Alexander and Time Machine.
That's right. Now, as much as I love Josh Time Machine, all over that, I'm a big fan of Leo Rush. I think he's great. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Moose and Myers, I'm a fan of them too, and Bully Ray. But I don't know. I'm just more excited.
There's something different about the tag team match.
Yeah.
There is. We've not seen anything like that before.
Yeah. So that match doesn't really feel like it does anything to progress. You know, it just feels like it's there.
It's just there for the sake of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how it feels. I have heard a rumor though that the Swinger King match could potentially take over the headline spot.
Kenny King did an amazing job selling the DMC title, and for Swinger to then think that title is bigger than the world title, that was an amazing setup.
Yeah, definitely. Greg saying that he's totally over Bully Ray storylines. I don't know. I mean, I quite like Bully Ray. You know what I mean? I love the way that they built up to Josh Alexander. All of that was just total heel all the way. Yeah, it was brilliant. I think you're right. He's gone off the boil a little bit since. That stuff that they did straight after with Tommy Dreamer was absolutely shite. But as we all know, anything involving Tommy Dreamer in a match is never any good to me anyway. I did enjoy the match that they did with Scott D'Amore. I thought that was really. I enjoyed that. The build up to it, was a bit like meh, but the match itself was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm one that doesn't care about Tommy Dreamer in the slightest when it comes to in-ring. I'm just not interested in seeing him in a ring anymore. I can't be looking at those flabby, stretch-marked arms any longer, right? Just not up for it. At least Bully Ray still goes to the gym, right? He maintains, yes, he's not quite as jacked as he used to be, but he is definitely, he still goes. He still does his thing. And he still is a total heel magnet. That if he really, really wants to piss you off, then he will. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing in that sense.
He just wants to look at you and then he pisses somebody off.
Exactly. He's got it down. He's got it down.
Impact just need to work the right place to put him, you feel, because it feels like there's a good story and then they put Bully there just for the sake of it. That's where it sort of feels like they're doing the disservice a little. Like this Moose Myers tag team felt like it was going reasonably well, and then you get the Bully interjection. It feels like it's gone off the rails a little. It's definitely. A bit. You could have had another storyline with Bully, it feels. It just feels, Bully's good at what he does. It's just Impact need to find the good directions to put him in.
Exactly. Totally agree with that, 100%. And D Gibbo 83, I don't think I've seen you before either. But welcome to the show. Bully Ray is great on the mic, good at getting people over. You're right. I totally agree with that. I think he's perfect. Mir, just a quick answer to your question. Lacey Evans is terrible in the ring. Why the hell would I want to see her at Impact Wrestling? And that's a good suggestion. Bully Ray being a manager. Yeah, I'm down with that. And I'm going to say Dreamer versus Aldis is definitely not a dream match. And we all know Anna has no interest in Bully Ray whatsoever. She does nothing for her. I get that. I get it. I do. He's not everyone's cup of tea. But what I do say is this. If you hate him, he's made you hate him. He's kind of doing his job. You know what I mean?
And one thing you can say about Bully is obviously after the Team 3D split, he completely reinvented himself.
Yeah, I agree. His Bully Ray character is way better than Bubba. Way better than Bubba Ray. And it worked really well. I liked it. But guys, before we move on, I just want to get you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Everyone needs to hit that thumbs up button, share the show, help us out moving up those rankings. If you could do that for me right now, I would be so happy. So thumbs up, smash it, tickle it, squeeze it, do whatever you need to do, but hit that thumbs up button for me right now. Lacey Evans belongs in NWA. They deserve each other. Or she can go to GCW, or she could just basically go to a new, wrestling school somewhere and learn how to wrestle. Was it Bubba or Bully in the fish market match? Oh man, I don't remember.
I think that was Bubba. That was back when they were doing Team 3D, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was.
Because that was when you had like Curry Man and Shark Boy.
Yeah. Now that's interesting, Gibster. Now you may have heard me saying that. I thought for a very, very long time, when Bully Ray came in, the ultimate goal was for him to eventually put Steve Macklin over. Right? I honestly believe that.
Yes.
Right? I just had this feeling that was where it was going to go, and it never really went that way, which pissed me off because I felt that I couldn't believe
it to happen.
I just couldn't believe they didn't do that at that time. But I still think there is a little bit of time. There is a little bit of time. Yeah. And I think it could happen.
Maybe Macklin's injury sort of hindered the plans and everything.
Maybe. I honestly don't believe that 2 feet makes much of a difference. But I don't know. You might be wrong, Barry. I will stand corrected if anybody else thinks that might be the case. But Impact use an 18-foot ring, and I believe WWE use a 20-foot ring. So I don't think there's like a huge amount of difference in that. I don't know. Looks a bit bigger. I don't know. But hit the thumbs up right now. Right? Smash it. Poke it, tickle it, squeeze it, just smash it, do whatever you need to do, but hit that thumbs up right now. But anyway, AEW uses 18 as well, I believe. Yeah, so, but there you go. Right, main event Monday. It's back this week. I don't know, did they have it last week, main event Monday?
No, I think it's every 2 weeks, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be every other week, right? But they didn't have it for the 2 weeks before I went on holiday.
Right.
I didn't know whether they had made it, whether you'd spoken about it. But anyway, main event Monday, Chris Bay versus Kevin Knight. Absolute barnstormer of a match. Really good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Really
fantastic match.
If you can get main event Monday on Impact Plus, get over and watch it if you haven't already. Greg's right. Bop it, twist it, pull it, grab it. That's what we should be saying. Remember that, bop it. Bop it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, really good. Digital media exclusive match this week, which we all can see this one. Jason Hotch versus KJ Reynolds. Shamelessly, I haven't seen this one yet. but I am going to try and watch it later on tonight. This one was it IWR? I don't know.
Yeah, they've been showing they've been showing about this is like the 4th or 5th match from Jason Hotch there now. They've shown in a week in a row, and they've all been really good solid matches, showcasing what he can do elsewhere. You know,
I'm wondering whether they're building them up a bit, maybe they're splitting the good hands up.
Yeah, I can see something's definitely happening with the good hands, because they had Jason Hotch versus Rich Swann last week, and the week before Jason Hotch versus Rich Swann and Ace Austin, and all these matches have been really solid. Have showed solid performances from Hotch, win or lose. It's been absolutely incredible, and like
he's an amazing talent.
He can play the crowd as a heel or as a face, and get them to love him or hate him midway through the match. You know, they can all be cheering him 1 minute, and then they just do one thing and piss them all off. He's just so good at working the crowd. It's
That's
amazing.
Interesting to say that there's not many talents that can do that. There's not many talents that have the ability to do that, and that shows you how good he is.
You see him why Impact signed him.
Yeah,
like I say, you can see why he won the gut check first place.
That's right. We haven't really seen that much of the other guy. I forgot his name. That's terrible.
Jack Price and Shogun.
That's it. We haven't seen much of Jack Price or Shogun. I mean, we've seen a little bit of Shogun more recently, and we've seen a bit of Jack. But yeah, we haven't been seeing him as much as we've been seeing Jason Hotch. Obviously, Jason Hotch is the guy that they're high on at the moment. So it should be interesting. But yes, so that's all good. Hang on a minute. I've been given the BTI match, so let me just check. It is Swinger versus Sheldon Jean. Now, I wonder whether Swinger is going to get the win on this to set up the DMC. That would be
interesting, wouldn't it?
You know, however it happens.
Yeah, Kenny King did interrupt Swinger's interview last week as well, though. So, and that left Swinger questioning, "What's the internet, Daddy?"
Yeah,
and then he finds out the internet's he finds out the internet's this big thing that's all over the world. You know, that's a world championship right there.
Yes,
you might as well get Matt Cardona back into Denka after Johnny Swinger and say, "Don't you fucking dare copy my gimmicky bastard."
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Anna's saying that she'd love to see a bit more of Shogun. I agree. I think he's pretty solid. He's all right, the Shogun, and I like him a lot. So we then got this week on Impact Wrestling. Now, this is some interesting matches here. We've got Callahan and Swan versus the Rascals for the tag team tournament final. I'm pretty sure Rascals are going to win that. We then got Deanna Purrazzo versus Kylan King. Now, we also saw on recent interview that Deanna Purrazzo was praising Kylan King, making some statements along the lines of that she could see Kylan becoming an Impact Knockouts champ in the future, which would be really cool. Because I think I'm high on Kylan. I think Kylan King's really good. So I'm down with that. I think this will be a good match. We've got Bully Ray versus Black Taurus. Now, this turns out is going to be a no DQ. Obviously, this is following on from last week where there was a bit of a icon.
Yeah, they took out Samurai Del Sol before the match kicked off, and then they 2-on-1 on Black Taurus for pretty much the entire match.
That's right.
Before PCO came out and even the odds. And I'm looking forward to this. You know, Black Taurus is pretty pissed off about what happened with Samurai Del Sol. I'm pretty pissed off because I was looking forward to seeing him.
Again, it's an interesting move.
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
got a match with Chris
storyline.
Sabin coming up soon.
They're obviously creating a storyline, which is good. I think we're going to see him turn up as a signed talent on the page. I think he's signed.
Yeah. You think if they take him out for his very first debut match, when people are looking forward to seeing him, he has to be sticking around for a while, because if not, that's a very risky thing to do. Yeah,
I think he's signed. I think once we get him once he has a match or two, you'll suddenly see him turn up on the roster page. I think that's cool. Hey, Courtney, nice to see you. We've also got Eric Young versus Con of the Design. So a bit of a grudge match going on here.
This is going to be good. The promo building mismatch up was incredible.
This is going to be hard hitting.
Dina.
This is going to be hard hitting, and I think Eric's going to win, which is then going to set up a match between Eric and Dina for Emergence. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, win or lose, Eric Young and Dina are going to come head to head at some point. But, Dina was so fired up last week. I'm really, really enraged about everything. But Eric Young's, it was just that this match is going to be on fire.
I think it's going to be great. That promo was really good. I thought Dina was good in there.
Yeah.
Con get to put a bit in as well. I thought it was really good. So
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what they do with Con and Dina, because there was a line in there. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like Dina said, like, I've created this monster will always be by my side or whatever, and you're like, that's a setup for Con turning, surely.
Yeah.
There was something in there specifically, and you think, where is this going to go with these two? So yeah, will EY kind of bring Con with him or something? It's gonna be an interesting kind of.
Is Con gonna turn? With all that stuff where he was talking about Con will never, let me down or turn on me and all that sort of stuff.
Go back and watch it. There was a specific line in there from Dina, and you're like, that kind of feels like a plot ploy. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have another look into that. Simon's just mentioned that Impact have just announced that the action figures have been cancelled. It looks like they failed a quality standard, so everyone is being refunded, and they're looking for a new company to work with regards to the figures. It says Brian Myers is saving it, no worries. Oh, okay. I'm sure, But they should have worked with Brian Myers in the bloody first place.
Myers and Cardona, they'll know someone, or they'll get a deal book sorted with someone, no problem.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. He'll sort it. What's
all this about Lacey Evans? What's happened with her?
Oh, she's gone from WWE, isn't she? So it's now, where's she going to go? Personally, I would be sending her a message saying, "Here's Tony Khan's number." That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, Jey Uso already did that, so. Or Jimmy Uso, whichever one of them left. That was a bit of a shock for him leaving the company to begin with, but then to go straight to AEW, I was thinking, no. Should have at least looked around a bit longer.
Is that what's happened? I saw that. I thought it was at work. I didn't think he'd leave it at all.
I hope it is at work, because otherwise I'm really disappointed. But I know he has.
He hasn't turned up on AEW, has he?
I've seen it already floating around that he's officially signed there, or he's gone there. Literally,
mate.
Day after.
I don't think that's happening. I think that's just you know what they're like, the bloody all elite idiots. I think that's what it is. They just picked up on it. Oh, he's left. He's come to AEW. No, he might not.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's going out to Trinity? Isn't that the one that's married to Trinity? Or is that the other one?
No, that's someone else entirely. It's not one of the Usos.
I thought it was. I thought one of the Usos was with Trinity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, given the huge storyline, I can't see them dropping that.
No, I don't think so either.
That's one of their biggest stories. It's been running for years.
Uso is married to Trinity. Jimmy Uso is married to Trinity. So is it Jimmy that apparently is gone? It's a work. It's a work. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. It's a work. It's definitely a work. But yeah, I thought he was married to Trinity. Yeah, so Jimmy Uso, who's apparently this is a work, is married to Trinity. Yeah, I thought he was. But there's no way they're gonna let him go. There's no way. He's one of their, like I say, he's one of their biggest stars. I'd be surprised. But Jay is the one that left, not Jimmy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a work. It's still a work. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't. But anyway, that's nothing to do with Impact Wrestling, so let's move on. Jessica versus Savannah Evans versus Killer Kelly. Thoughts on this one? I think this is going to be great. Just because it's got Jessica Killer Kelly in it for a start.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
Oh, Savannah Evans is incredible.
Yeah.
Mate, it's going to be killer sick. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see
eaten.
Savannah get the win. I'd love to see Savannah get the win, just because she sadly seems to take a lot of the pins. But,
yeah, when you consider how big
someone needs to get eaten by the cannibal.
Yeah, like I say, she needs to they need to build her up again as kind of becoming a bit more of a monster like she can be.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see Savannah get the win. Again, booking 101 tells you whoever wins this match ain't winning at Emergence.
No, of course. Yeah, it's booking 101 written all over it. But we're just gonna have to. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I think Killer Kelly's gonna win, and I want Killer Kelly to win because I'm in love with Killer Kelly. She is just amazing, and I want her to slit my throat any day of the week.
If she does win, and then they do win at the pay-per-view, that's one hell of a way to make them look like dominant champions.
Of course. I don't know. They should be dominant champions as well when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Both of them are absolute badasses. So I think it should be. But we'll see. And look at Greg. There's a swerve. You could be right. 1-0. Swerve, bro. But there you go. Anyway, guys, I think that's just about all we got time for this week. Don't forget to tune in to TNI Impact review show tomorrow night, live on YouTube, Twitch directly after Impact is aired on Access TV. Fight Network in Canada, Impact Plus, YouTube Insiders. It's also available on DAZN, Pluto, and all wherever you can find it. It's available all over the place. Anyone that says they can't watch Impact is a liar. Please don't forget to head over to TNI Patreon. Sorry, guys. For exclusive extra content when you sign up, and of course join our Discord where we pretty much talk about anything Impact Wrestling related. Loads of other stuff on there as well. I've still got that tickle. 2 seconds. This might work. Oh man, sorry about that. Anyway, we talk about loads of stuff in the Discord, so go and check that out. All TNI shows are available to all you listed on the Go fans as audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favourite shows, we're there. Where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
You can find me on Twitter at JokerEmptySpace. You can jump onto Twitter or Facebook, look for hashtag empty space, hashtag into the void, or invented to tickle your taste buds and your sense of humor, hashtag daily giggle. That approach with live mind, you just might keep your sanity.
I don't know whether you will, to be honest. I don't know whether you will. Steve, what about yourself? Where can we find you?
You can find me over on Twitter or in the Discord at SimplySteve311 for anything Impact Wrestling related.
Awesome. And if you want to know more or you want to follow the Bison, go and check me out on the Twitter sphere at Lord Bison 45. You will find me. And you know what? I think it's about time I changed that to at Lord Bison 49 because that's what I am. I'm 49, not 45 anymore. So I might have to change that. I should do, really. It's a bit false advertising, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit false advertising. But anyway, please take the time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. If you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or a smash to never miss out on any great content coming out from the US and UK teams. And don't forget Bison Shorts on YouTube. Thank you, Zach. We need to remember that. Very important.
Yes.
Exactly 59 seconds, every single one of them. Exactly. So don't forget to go and check that out. But anyway, with all that said, I've been your host, Bison. They've been, of course, the incredible Joker and the man simply known as Steve. And this has been episode number 146 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.
We're Brighton! We